fuck? It's been like 8 years since you made a video. You're wearing a Spirited Away t-shirt, you're wearing bicycle shorts and Gengar slipper that I can't, show you without pulling a fucking hammy, and your eyebrows are so unkempt that it looks like two caterpillars plopped onto your face and decided not to leave. Thanks, motherfucker, you look beautiful too. I've been on hiatus, mostly due to depression, but I'm back now, bitches. And this channel's gonna get a whole lot more active. I'm gonna put my hair for this video because I'm gonna teach you a thing. Also because if you've seen any of my previous videos, you know my hair is often a distraction for me. So I've made a video that I did not post, and it was reasons why I didn't like a little independent show that you might not have heard of called Girl Meets World. Now, in that video, I got very defensive, very cry-y, mostly because I was still going through my bout of depression and didn't realize it, and also because I fucking love Boy Meets World with all of my soul. This is honestly one of my favorite things that I own, and I am not ashamed in the fucking slightest. So yeah, in essence, I'm going to be remaking my old video, but, you know, more chill. I feel like I'll get my point across more if I'm just more chill about it. Here we go. The pacing on the original show was actually pretty good. It could have been a bit better at times, but for the most part, it was fantastic. It used its 26 minutes of allotted time, you know, to develop anything that needed developing, for any story, for any subplot. It was generally pretty good. It was like how to pace a TV show 101. Girl Meets World pacing is so fucking bad. It takes the first 10 minutes of each episode that it's given to introduce and resolve the conflict. What does it do with the rest of the 10 minutes? It hammers in their morals so fucking hard. It's like at the end of the Pokemon movie, the one with Mewtwo and all the Pokemon and the clones are fighting, and it's really awful, and then everyone's like, Pokemon aren't meant to fight, not like this, and it hammers it in for like 10 whole minutes. That is essentially the latter half of a Girl Meets World episode. Alright, covered that. Next one. Judge for yourself, but I cannot stand the anvilicious messages on this show. On the original show, the messages were short, sweet, simple, and good for kids. On this fucking show, I don't even know how to begin, so I will begin with the only reason I watched the show at all, the Sean arc. Basically, Ryder Strong returns despite having said multiple times that he would not return, and then he ended up being in like 9 episodes and then co-directing with his brother 19 episodes, so way to stay out of the show, Ryder. Oh, I still love you, I'm sorry. Sean is going through a bit of an existential crisis, if you will, as is the friend of the girl who meets the world. Sean is, he used to wear like leather jackets and stuff, and now he's wearing like Mr. Rogers cardigans, and he's living out in a cabin in the woods by himself. You know, generally enjoying fucking life. The Sean arc basically draws parallels to Sean and the friend. They basically go through the same sort of pseudo midlife crisis, and in the end, the message is don't change, don't evolve, be yourself. Now the latter part of that I can get behind. Be yourself, you know, it's a good message for kids. But the not particularly sound part is the first 2 bits, where it's like, don't change or evolve, personality-wise. I was having a conversation with my sister, and what it basically boiled down to was, hey, consider your 16-year-old self. Oh my god, fucking ew, I don't want to do that. My point exactly. You don't want to be your 16-year-old self forever. Your 16-year-old self was probably shitty, snooty, snotty, awful. Just fucking awful. I know I was, but I'm glad I'm me now and not who I was at 16. This presents evolving and changing personality-wise as a bad thing, which, it's not. It really isn't. Oh my god, they butchered the fucking Feeny call. Okay, Will Friedle is a charismatic, likable, hilarious actor who strives in improv. The whole reason people think his character was Flanderized in the original show is because the character was evolving sort of into someone who has the same style of comedy as Will Friedle, because he absolutely shined doing that shit. So naturally, the Feeny call is one of my favorite parts of his fucking character in the whole show. Oh my god, they butchered the Feeny call. They butcher the Feeny call, and I'll just let the clip show it. It's really fucking bad.
Hey, whoa, 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 what?
let's go.
Like, add something to it. Don't just do it play by play as Eric did it. What the fuck are you doing? You don't even know this man, so you don't have the same connection. This is just weird. You're just squawking at this poor old man who's just trying to get some sleep. Ran out of room on the fucking board. The new characters are terrible. The main one, the girl who meets the world. Picture Bella Swan, who is just like 10 times more obnoxious and like ecstatic and erratic. That is essentially what the girl who meets the world is like, and she's really fucking annoying. The friend who helps the girl meet the world, she's actually okay. I don't mind her because she's an XP of my favorite character from the original, so like, no shit, I'm gonna like her slightly. And essentially they're all XPs of like the old people, except if they were stripped down to just archetypes, like Corey is just neurotic, and Sean is just like, low-key evil. Not evil, but like, not evil, like just bad in general, like bad, like Power Glove bad. So bad. New characters, they're fucking awful, and they're annoying. Except for the friend who helps the girl meet the world, I kinda like her. I just like Sabrina Carpenter. She's pretty dope. I'm not gonna write it on the board, but the acting is absolutely atrocious. What's-her-face, who was in Spy Kids 4, who ruined Spy Kids 4, despite the fact that Spy Kids 4 was garbage to begin with. You ruined it unnecessarily more. What's-her-face? What's her name? Rowan Blanchard. I'm sure she's a nice young lady. She does a lot of feminist stuff, like Emma Watson. Doesn't give you a pass for bad acting, though. I was talking to my cousin's daughter, who was in the demographic for this show, and she doesn't like the show either. I couldn't pinpoint why I didn't like Rowan Blanchard's acting in this, and she pinpointed it. She fucking nailed it. She was like, she talks with her teeth and with her hands in a weirdly unnatural alien-like way. And I was like, holy shit, you're right. That is exactly it. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, Monty's crib. So, where the fuck did that come from? The acting, I'm gonna keep that in. The acting all across the board is fucking terrible, and it's inexcusable because I know that the actors playing like the older people, like from Boy Meets World, are good actors. So what the fuck, Ben Savage? What happened to you? And I still can't find my eraser. There's even more shit like the dialogue that I'm gonna get into, because the dialogue is just unnatural and nobody talks like that. So Corey is now a history teacher, supposedly like Feeney, except more avaricious and annoying and fucking what happened to you, Ben Savage? And Topanga's some like upstate lawyer or some shit who doesn't really do anything in this show. Basically, going back to Corey, he roasts his daughter in front of her peers to teach her a lesson. Please see the episode, what was it? Girl Meets Popular. I don't know how else to word that. So there you go. I hope that sums that up. He's a terrible fucking teacher. Eric shows up, and Eric is one of the best things of this entire fucking show. He shows back up as plays with squirrels, and that's fucking hysterical. And he runs for president, I think, and it makes me cry because he reunites with that kid from the original show where it's like, I can't adopt you. I'm sorry, I'll send you to a good family, and it makes me cry. Sean the Bearded Bay returns, and honestly, it's kind of weird because since he takes such a liking to Maya, the friend who helps the girl who meets the world, he sort of grooms her. It's kind of weird. He buys her like $3,000 worth of clothes before he even starts dating her mom. And then he marries her mom, even though I didn't get the impression at all that he loved her and that he was just trying to get closer to Maya. That whole experience was weird for me because they didn't develop their relationship at all. They maybe went on like 3 dates and then they got married. Fucking there you go. Bastardized the old characters. Fun fact, I filmed this segment like 8 times because for some fucking reason, I just can't not be angry when I film this segment. So here we go, Arrogance. Ah, there's so much arrogance packed into one tiny little episode called Welcome to Rileytown. And it's not called Welcome to Rileytown, it's called Girl Meets Rileytown. Fuck you, here's a synopsis. Basically, Riley gets bullied, and it all culminates into Riley confronting her bully, that being the haters of the show, or the people who gave constructive criticism. Now, they're 2 different people, they're 2 different groups, which is fine, you know what, you can shoo off the haters, it's fine, but if you say fuck you to constructive criticism, You're not okay in my book. Constructive criticism is important. It helps you grow and change as a person. Oh, but wait. You don't like growing and changing as a person, do you? You're one of those fuckers on DeviantArt who has a shitty circle tool MS Paint style and doesn't fucking want to change ever. Who doesn't upgrade their style at all. You're just you. Fuck you, this is how I'm gonna be. I see how it is. And I see that it is not tolerated here. So you can take your bullshit show out of my Plancha Productions chill space, as I call it, and don't even make a retort. Don't say anything unless you'd like a calm discussion over tea. Because if you come back at me saying, fuck you, this is how I am, this is how I'm gonna be, with no addressing my criticism, then I don't want to hear shit. So that is why Riley Town breakdanced on a nerve for me, because that is ridiculous. And sorry this last bit took a serious tone, but guys, I hate this show, and I hate the arrogance behind it. So, if you like more of that, if you like more ranting, if you like more lists, totally subscribe. I was gonna say fist that like button, don't do that. Maybe poke it. Poke that like button. Subscribe for more. I will see you on Thursdays because my depression's over! Yay! Depression is cured. We can all dance and be happy. Nah, but it's not cured, but it's like the bout's over for now, and I'm gonna make as many videos as I can while it's gone. So every Thursday you can subscribe to also watch or listen, whichever you prefer, to my podcast called Monscast, and it comes out every Monday. See you there. Bye-bye.